All right, we're back. Back with another stream. Oh, holy smokes. Thank you, NES. Up to the usual stuff. ES coming for this POC, probably gonna come for this gap fill, at least 50% of this gap fill, I would imagine. Both of these tickers. About 67 points on NQ, nothing crazy. Yes, about 18. The VIX is 1448. VIX has been coming down. What's up, SMK? I'm going to go ahead and put the names from yesterday's raffle. And pick some winners. Okay. First winner from yesterday. Francis Murray Trading. First winner from yesterday. Let me write this down. Francis Murray Trading. Let's go. Who else we got? DAHC Currency. Second trader. See who the third winner is going to be. Last week's raffle. Still coming off. Romeo Sapula. All right. And we need one more winner. Looks like Aisha Banks. Those are our winners from last week's raffle. Shane, good morning. Yeah, really good morning. The currency, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Conquistador, good morning. I think I'm out of focus. Oh, well. So right now, we've got the gap below us. Okay. Pushed up a little bit. It's coming down, traversing the node, the overnight node. Okay. NQ auction traversing. So nice little short scalp there for the gap fill. Okay. Right around 9 or so, you could have taken that short. Just seeing that coming. Might come for the gap here. Bigger picture, what we should be talking about is this short worth holding past this gap fill? We pushed up a lot of green off of the 24,965. So what I'm trying to decide right here is, do I want to hold this short, which is at the relative high of this range, assuming it's going to come retest lower, or is this bullish momentum fully bullish is the question. We're at the edge of this auction on ES here, so we'll know pretty soon, right? You can see the shelf here. We came in, we traversed the shelf. We went to that target. Previous target I marked in my chart, 69.27. And that's exactly where it found a ceiling. So just the edge of the auction, prior high there. We did not sweep this high. We got pretty close. Let's see if we sweep that high. Very green on the daily. Nice top with green coming in. Top with red over there. Top with green on the ES chart. It's a little bit of a divergence between the tickers. SMK are you a winner? Not this week, brother. Top of the morning. You still expecting half of last week's wick to retest? Let's take a look at the weekly. Yeah, at some point, I'm expecting that to get retested. For today, though, the question is, are we going to crack? So right here, really just watch ES. Make this simpler for you guys. So look at ES price action. We gapped into this node. Okay, we basically just gapped into this node right here. So the question is, do we keep playing here? Okay, does it consolidate for higher? Or is the side fully exhausted? And it's going to come and do another rotation all the way back down, sweep these lows here. Probably these lows. That's the question. If you want to try short from here, it's really easy. Short with your stop at the highs. Your thesis is basically that we're not going to traverse the high. That'd be the spot to take it. But we are very green. So it's Monday. Let's get our bearings. Ooh. Get our bearings. OG Trade, good morning. What I get here? Sorry, y'all. Getting distracted. Thank you. Sure. Appreciate it. Hmm? Yeah, need that. Thank you. All right. What's up, y'all? We're back in it. It's in a texting feud. What question you guys got for me today? Emerald Green Waves. Good morning. Good morning. Bro. Slow morning. Let's see what we got here. Seven minutes till the 4 hour and the next 2 hour close. You see this candle has been pretty erratic in the last like 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So do not front run the candle. Be patient. It's Monday. Okay. Just like with every Monday, patience pays. Stay calm. Santa rally is upon us. Expecting low volume upward momentum. Um, I wouldn't say that. I'm not expecting low volume upward momentum. It's a possibility as we end out the year here, last few days. But really, what we have is we have a huge auction above us. Okay. Got the weekly, which is going to be a short week, and the monthly closing out. So we got to ask ourselves what makes sense for the monthly? A bunch of stuff from coaching people. What makes sense for the monthly is really what we should be thinking of. The monthly candle is closing soon. Yeah, not really looking for any big plays here, to be honest, guys. Just relaxing. I took a little short scalp right for that first move down. It stopped at VAL, right? Did not go for the gap fill. So now I'm just chilling. We're ranging. Both tickers bounced off of VAL, hanging out a little bit higher. Not much to do in this environment other than watch a little bit. Just watch. Got anybody have any good Christmas plans? We'll let this 4 hour candle close and then probably jump off early because this is super slow. Super slow holiday week candles. It's to be expected, but wanted to get on, hang out with y'all for a little bit. Is it your theory that fundamentals simply move price in the direction it's already moving? I would not say that that is my theory. I think that is a thing that some people say. Equities have a naturally increasing price maneuver, right? Companies become more valuable for a number of reasons: cash generation, new IP, et cetera, which all creates an upwards pressure on price. Fundamentals are important when you're looking at investing. For traders, fundamentals are basically like a moot point. You can either generalize it as uptrending or downtrending without too many fundamentals, to be honest. So Top Step, who's been going through it, sent me a payout, but they never sent it. They owe me a couple G's. I haven't been balling out on these accounts. It's just like gas money trades. But I do want my couple $1,000s. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about these guys. Already going through it, so it seems like I'm jumping on, but I'm like, I actually like have an issue. Going to the new year, do you have any new plans for the channel and training? So the goal is to continue to grow the mentorship program in new ways and new avenues and create opportunities for people who are in it. I'm going to do an event here in probably February, March-ish. Just an in-person workshop. I think that's exciting. And for the channel, I have some stuff in the works. It's just always a slow thing because I have a lot of moving pieces in my life already. So that's it. What about you? What are your plans for? What's everybody's plans for the new year? Chill, review 2025 trading. Not a bad idea. Not the worst idea of the ideas possible. I wonder if we're going to go for 570 today. Very interesting 10 o'clock candle. High volume green doji. High volume, very small body doji at the highs. Didn't sweep anything though. Kind of just a weird play. Very grindy. Looking to catch minimum of 3 fly sticks you're paid for from these charts. Let's go, man. It's definitely possible. You only need like 2 or 3 good trades a month. That's all you need. Slayed off in a September, trading every day since without the distraction of a full-time job. I've become pretty consistent in my trading. 2026 goal, more consistency in my first payout. Let's go. You'll get it. You will get it. My biggest piece of advice would be think of your goals monthly. Eliminate the need to do anything right now or today, and instead look at your goals from a month. You can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green months. You're gonna feel unstoppable. You want measurable goals in trading, but you also want to measure. You want to measure at an interval that is appropriate, right? But having daily goals and things like that, at least in terms of money, is going to send you in the wrong direction. So, not to say that you're doing that's more a message for everybody, but start trading, track your activity every day, have weekly and monthly goals. Daily activity, weekly goals. Because you should have red days, green days. But on a month, right, you could have 5 green days in a row and then 15 green days in a row, right? That's a green month. So many of you guys get stuck on the 5 red days, but you can't ever get to the month. So do that. You're welcome. Take a little scalp here. I'm bored. I'm scalping. To not be scalping. But we'll take it. Dude. Requested a payout and it was funded. Bro, Top Step is like, it's not even worth my time to even chase down these couple $1,000. The mental bandwidth I'm using chasing it down, I could have made more money. Do you look at TNS much force, time and sales? No. The only thing I need for day trading is what I got on my charts right here. There would be something like, say we hit like a sell side, like $30,000 iceberg. Like, yeah, I'd care about that, but those are so rare. Just don't need it. Yesterday, for example, I got stopped out. I mentioned that we might have this absolute nuts chop and fail to break the highs. Friday, not yesterday. It's exactly what happened. Got stopped out. People were like, "Oh, it's gonna be an invert." Like it just chops. Just chopped. Did exactly because it was a Friday move. I've got thousands of reps in this game. Do you have a write-off trades that you lost on taxes? Uh, it's not a special thing, all right? So when you do your taxes, there are different types of money that you make, right? And so the money that you put into the market is going to come out under capital gains and capital losses. So your capital losses are mirrored up against your capital gains. If you have a net positive number, as in you made money, you have actual capital gains, then you're taxed at the short-term capital gain rate if they're short-term. Otherwise, long-term capital gains are taxed at your ordinary income level in the United States, at least. So you are taxed a little extra for short-term capital gains, which are trading, which is why SPX options, cash settled, get that 60/40 tax benefit. You trade that instrument. If you're new to trading, though, don't worry about taxes. Only people who have to worry about taxes are people who make money. So unless you're making a ton of money, the problem you should not even optimize on. Don't even waste brain power on it. Once you make like 100K from trading, then you can ask about taxes. Even then, you'd be making like multiple six figures for it to even matter. All right. Well, I expect us to have more of what we've had, which is this silly chop. Any last minute questions for me, guys, before I jump today? Hmm? Again, the winners of the raffle from last week's raffle, we'll do one on. Maybe I'll jump on tomorrow. But Francis Murray Trading, The Currency, Romeo Sapulia, and Aisha Banks were the winners from Friday. So you'll get your 50K My Funded Futures account sometime this week. The rest of us, so the rest of y'all, join us in the Discord, wap.com/trade edge. Have a great Christmas break, y'all. Enjoy your holidays. Stay safe, stay healthy. And let's get after it in 2026. Look at them making a move now that I'm jumping off. Look for the gap fill, prior POC retest. So then if you get a retest of this price here, that would be my first long attempt. Yeah, prior POC. Same on ES. Also watch for the node though. Okay. This entire node could get traversed. Maybe even down to just here. 25,544. Okay. I'm out of here.